That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle in the
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, Dallas works their way back out here on offense, Charles. Let's look back to their game last week against Houston. The play that folks were talking about afterwards, at least the Dallas fans, was when they elected to punt it on 4th and 1 from Houston's 42.
Yeah, in overtime, Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. A lot of Dallas fans thought turning handed to Zeke, let him pick up the first down and go down and win the ball game. But the head coach, Jason Garrett, said they went for it on 3rd and 2, didn't get much, so it was 4th and a long 1, and he thought his defense was playing well, wanted to pin them deep. So give a lot of credit to Deshaun Watson and the Houston offense, coming from, I believe, their own 10 to get into field goal range for Kaimi Fairbairn to win the game in overtime. But I will tell you this, in today's NFL, I'm taking the gamble more than I'm not. I want possession of the football. I want to determine my own fate.
And because they did not determine their own fate, the Cowboys fell to 2 and 3. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Cunningham. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me, because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, gotta go. Red, up.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gotta go. Check, go get him. Move. Red, up. Red, up.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Trubisky will throw. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back.
It got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
There we go, kill. Swerve, hey.
1st down, Prescott. Flush to his right, looking for the end zone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go, 46. Here you go. 46.
To the air again, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Good. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Here you go.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, 46.
Running with Elliott. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams, 3 of the next 4 on the road. I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop 1 in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
46.
3rd and long for Prescott. Dancing to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. A hit As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. A give to Howard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On the handoff, this is Howard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs for a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Here's Thompson to return it. And some room to maneuver. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Prescott from the gun. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
46.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
47.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Prescott now. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
46.
Prescott to throw it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Hang on, we got, you see it? Hands up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, gotta go. Move.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Here you go.
They go play action here on first down. A dump off to Elliott. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Prescott.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to tackle. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try to run it here, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
46.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he rifles one incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
26.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup in the final minute, and the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here go 47.
Now Prescott escaping the pressure, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here go 47. 26.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Prescott here to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
46.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do